The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
The Moshe Feinstein it was very friendly with Yaakov Kamenetsky. Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky one day sees Rabbi Feinstein and he's happy. He says, "Why are you so happy?" He says, "I'll tell you the story." He says, 3 months ago, I sat on a Din Torah, I sat in a Bet Din, I sat in a court and made a decision, financial decision. One person was right, the other person was wrong, and he was going to lose a significant amount of money. The person who lost the court case that night called me up and shambled me. He says, "I made the Din Torah according to the Torah, I did it the right way, but this man wiped the floors with me." Okay. He says, fast forward 3 months, and this man who shambled me on the phone calls me up today and he says, "I studied to become a shochet. Can you give me a certificate of approval that I am a shochet?" He says, "For a minute I was going to hesitate, like you shambled me 3 months ago." He says, "But then I realized Yom Kippur passed already. And on Yom Kippur I forgave everyone, so that means I forgave him too." So I told him, "No problem, come over to me, I'll test you and we'll see." He came to my house, I tested him. The truth is he knew the laws of Shechitah perfectly, and I gave him the certificate of authenticity that he could be a proper shochet. As he was leaving my house, I said to the man, I said, "By the way, sir, you asked me, it's all good, I gave you the certificate, all good. But it wasn't so appropriate when you shambled me 3 months ago." The man says, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." He says, "We ended up having a conversation and we realized that there was an impersonator who impersonated that man 3 months ago and shambled me because he also had something to do with the court case, and he shambled me as if he was that guy." So he says, for the whole 3 months, I'm thinking it's him. And the reality is, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. And imagine, I almost didn't give him the certificate. I'm so glad that I got over myself and gave him the certificate, signed it for him, endorsed him, because the reality was, he never did anything wrong in the first place. That's a certain energy that requires. A certain trust in Hashem that requires. Whatever that person did with that shamble, it's from Hashem, it's fine, it doesn't matter. That person, I'm going to get over it, I'm okay. That mindset is very strong. And it's that mindset that you need to have if you want a day or a week to not unravel.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org